ABC Sports presents from Birmingham, Alabama, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame and the #2 ranked Crimson Tide of Alabama on CFA College Football. Lou Holtz in his first season as the head coach at Notre Dame. Very successful at 3 previous college jobs, a year with the New York Jets, and then back to college football, his favorite arena, hoping to dramatize the football fortunes of the Irish. Ray Perkins, 4th year at his alma mater, All-American wide receiver, All-Pro with the Baltimore Colts, 4 years head coach of the New York Giants, and then back home to Alabama to succeed Bear Bryant. As we prepare to kick off in today's ball game between Notre Dame and Alabama, the weather conditions are these. It is very hot, 90 degrees, but not on the field, as you can see. Down there, it is really hot. Humidity is quite pronounced. It will be uncomfortable for the players, but get cooler as the day goes on.
Well, if you make a mistake up front normally, they move the chains. If you make one in the secondary, they light up the scoreboard. Well, Alabama's the type of team that once you make a mistake up front, they got a good chance to go 70 yards with it because of the great speed of the backs and the elusiveness of it. Ray Perkins has put together a fine, fine football team. There's not a weakness on that football team. That's why they're rated #2. But the main thing that we've tried to convince our players, hey, we have a pretty good football team, too. We aren't a great football team right now, but we are a lot better than we were earlier in the year, and we're going to get better next week. And we came down here, and in this environment, I think this is what an athlete and a competitor really likes. It's a hostile environment. There's great enthusiasm here, and I know just being in that locker room, the players are excited, and I don't even care if we don't get any gate receipts. I just think it's a privilege and a pleasure to play in this environment. I think I speak on behalf of the Notre Dame players. We're not awed, and we're not intimidated, but we do respect them.
I think we probably do. I know if I was on the offensive side of the ball playing a Cornelius Bennett, it would certainly force me to do some things I probably wouldn't ordinarily do or want to do, as far as going away from him on some things and going to him on some others, because going away from a great player like Cornelius Bennett's not always the best thing to do, because he might run it down from behind.
Just to remake the point, as you note the series record, Alabama has never beaten Notre Dame. Last time, 1980, they played here. The Irish won with a touchdown. Notre Dame will kick off. Alabama will receive. The middleman for the Tide, Bobby Humphrey, their starting tailback. Very quick. John Carney kicks it deep, way back, no return. Nailed it all the way beyond the field of play. It is 2nd down and 10. The ball goes to Humphrey this time, touches back against the frame, breaks it out to the 30-yard line for a first down. Just beyond their own 31-yard line. About 112 degrees down on that rug. Shula, late handoff, scramble for the ball. Alabama keeps it. Shula saw the ball come loose. Good went by him. They missed the handoff and almost turned it over. And up comes Notre Dame, first down at the 20. Cornell Taylor, Mark Green line up. Behind Steve Berline, Tim Brown breaks out of the stack eye and goes out as a wide receiver, and up the middle goes the Irish. It is Mark Green, the sophomore from Riverside, California, ripping it up for 15 yards and a first down. First down for the Irish. They come out with 2 backs. Anthony Johnson, the tailback, Tom Monahan in at fullback. Berline, your quarterback. Tim Brown is wide to the top of the picture. And down goes Berline. Cornelius Bennett. Ball comes loose. Cornelius Bennett looping around the outside. Decks Berline, and the ball comes free.
This guy practices every day like he's trying to make the team. He comes through untouched. It looked like it was going to be the backside of the play. It's that waggle play where everybody goes to the left, Berline comes back to the right. But he didn't have any protection. The pulling guard that was supposed to get out there and protect him never got there, because this guy, Cornelius Bennett, runs a 4.5 40. He is fast.
It is not a fumble, however. It is down back at near the 25.
See 65 right here? He's the pulling guard. Never gets over there. Berline felt that mistake, too.
And now, 4th down, the Irish to punt. Sorensen's last kick, 48-yarder. Richardson back again. No pressure this time on Sorensen. The kick is away. Good hang time on it. Greg's up to make the catch. He's going to return this one. Outside, around the corner. On his way. One man. Gone. Touchdown, Alabama. Point try by Van Tiffin. Knuckleball over, just over. That long streak of 108 is now 109, but there have been some breath takers along the way, and that was one.
Randy Wells got a hand on it. Almost blocked the extra point, but here's the return now. Watch this. Once he steps up and then gets to the outside, the wall is set up. And then it's Katie bar the door. Richardson has great speed, 4-4 speed. But look at the guys out in front of him now.
Look who makes the key block, though, that turns him loose on the last man.
Freddie Robinson is out there. Cornelius Bennett is out there. They all throw the blocks. But the wall was set up perfectly. You could tell after the sack on Berline, Notre Dame was shaken up. They're still shaken up, and now they have to regroup. I don't know if they're going to be able to.
Still working out of the shotgun with Andrzejczyk. See him creep up. It's a little different alignment here as he starts moving now. They almost had two of them moving at the same time that time. Andrzejczyk is sacked way back on the Notre Dame 46-yard line by nose guard Kurt Jarvis. It's 3rd down and 5 for Notre Dame. Andrzejczyk options, turns upfield, gets his 1st down, and then some. Hard run by Terry as he gets the ball to the 40-yard line of Alabama. The ball is loose. Alabama's got it. Greg Gilbert covered it.
But that play was made by Kurt Jarvis. Oh, what a job he did. Take a look right here at 95. See, he's lined up on an angle. He'll do a spin move to get free. Now watch. He's already clogged the hole. Now he spins right into the ball carrier. And then he strips the ball. The ball's loose right there. It's on the ground. Alabama football. What a great job by Jarvis.
1st down, 48-yard line. Humphrey goes in motion for Alabama. Leaves Good along back. Shuler wants to throw. Gets it off to Bell. Wide open. Al Bell, touchdown. They would use him as a decoy, run him around out there for a while, and then bingo, you just saw it.
He is a big play guy, and he touched the ball 44 times last year, and 39 of them were for a 1st down or a touchdown. They sent him right down the middle. It looked like a 2-deep zone by Alabama, and nobody even saw him coming. His speed may not put him in a class of its own, but where he is, it doesn't take long to call roll.
Van Tiffin trying to make it. 10 straight points after, and he does, and 6:57 to go in the 1st half. It is now 14-0. 6:57 to go in the 1st half. It's now 14-0 Alabama, and the Fighting Irish come up to Steve Berline back in at quarterback, Tom Monahan fullback, Mark Green tailback, Tim Brown wide man. And Berline drops it off for Green, and Mark's got a hole. And tucks it away and takes on 2 Tigers up at the 41 and hangs on to it. Wayne Davis getting credit for the tackle. Berline, option at the line.
He's got Brown.
Got Brown wide open. Tim Brown all the way down to the Alabama 27. 1st down. Chris Good, brother of Terry, and Kermit Kendrick were in the neighborhood. but they were giving him too much cushion.
Oh, he was looking to the right side. I didn't know if he was going to see Brown over there, but he did look back and he threw it, and he was wide open. They had used the wide receiver, Jackson, to clear things out, and then you see Brown will just slide back here now. And once he gets back into the zone, he's wide open.
Gain of 32 yards on the play. Irish on the Alabama 27. And John Carney will come in now and kick into a slight breeze on a 46-yard field goal try. Dan Sorensen will hold it at the 36. On its way. No good. Wide left. You could see the wind take over the ball and just sort of knock it down and knock it left a little bit as John had the hook on it. And you got an Alabama player shaken up as time is out with 4:39 to play it. And it's third down and about 9. Shula, sack, fumbled the ball. Notre Dame has it. Alabama 11. Darrell Gordon knocked the ball loose for the Irish. Third and 7 from the 9. Fairline throws. Brown, touchdown, Notre Dame. Irish got a quick snap. Alabama's defensive people were not set. Freddie Robinson was one of those running around looking to pick up his man, and in the process, Tim Brown dragging across, got lost, and scored easily.
Jackson and Joel Williams on the left side. They took all the defenders that way, and then Brown, who lined up over there, came underneath, and nobody was home. He was by himself. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And Carney now for the extra point try at 2:59 to go in the first half. It's good. So we've got ourselves a 14-7 ball game. Legion Field and
took all the red shirts. And see Brown crossing your screen, came underneath the linebackers, and nobody followed him out there. Nicely done. It was well set up. Here's Brown now. See to your left of the screen, that's where everybody goes. Oh, you know what happened? Looked like Freddie Robinson got cut off, number 21.
He was all the way across on the other side of the
Brown
field.
And got cut off. That's exactly what happened.
Yep. From the 40 now, first down, Alabama. Shula's going to stay in the air. Goes to the sidelines for Greg Richardson. Steps out of bounds at the 42. That ought to get a flag, and it does. Richardson is hit way well out of bounds by Troy Wilson and knocked hard into the bench. But the benches here are plastic, and they're quite light and no injury. That is a costly mistake by Troy Wilson against Auburn last year. This is Bobby Humphrey running reverse with Al Bell. Bell coming around, 2 men in front of him. Inside the 20, inside the 15. Gets to the sidelines, out of bounds at about the 12. Mike Poboleski finally brought him out. Split back set. Humphrey in motion. Shula passing. Touchdown! Howard Cross.
They call him High C, Howard Cross. He's 6'6", 240. This is only the second time he's caught a pass this year. The tight end, they just sent him straight down the middle. Tried to split the seam in the zone, and he did. Boy, you don't watch him. If he hadn't caught many passes, you don't pay much attention, and that's what happens.
Van Tippen, high snap, extra point, good, but again, almost not. Boy, he hooked that thing low and hard. Just barely got it in. He's now at 1:11 and 59 seconds to go in the first half, and here's Alabama. Notre Dame and Tim Brown. Tiffin hits it high to the goal line for Brown. Fumble. Alabama's got it. Second effort on the 20-yard line. It's a turnover, and Alabama jumps on the ball at the Notre Dame 18. Desmond Holloman. The catch took in the turnover by Tim Brown. They send Bell and Richardson now to the bottom of the picture and put Humphrey in motion to the boundary side. Shula's pass for Bell. Touchdown.
Quick feet. He does not possess a Testaverde-type arm, but he is terrific in the reading defenses as well as anybody. And Albert Bell, he's quicker than Gossett. That was a post pattern. Just took it straight down the middle. Watch this. Drives him off again with that explosion. Now cuts back into the post, and he's wide open.
Third touchdown pass as Van Tippen comes in. He's got 112 extra points in a row, and the Alabama place kickers over the year now have 171. In a row. The Irish players had played Alabama. Steve Bellis is in there at quarterback for what is probably the final snap of the ball game. Takes off with it. And is finally put on the ground at about the 38, 39, 40-yard line. And the clock stops with 3 seconds. There'll be one more snap.